Hi, everyone, and welcome to my channel where we dive into the exciting world of cartoons. Today, we're revving up our engines to dissect and analyze the turbocharged world of Turbo Teen. Now, full disclosure, this is my third time recording this video. The first time was pretty terrible. The second time, I forgot to hit the record button, so bear with me here on my third go around. Uh, but what we're looking to talk about today is Turbo Teen. It was released in 1984. Turbo Teen was the product of 1980s fascination with cars transforming into other things such as robots, and in this case, people. The show was created by Ruby Spears Production. The show introduced us to the incredible uh, adventures of a teenager by the name of Brett, aka Turbo Teen. The show encompassed elements of Knight Rider, so you had a little bit of that kit feel to it because Brett was a car and Brett talked. And Transformers, but without the really cool transformation process of again turning into a robot. The car turned into a teenage boy, which was in itself fairly cool, but just not as cool. Visually, the show sported a 1980s look to it with those sharp lines, bold colors, and actually really good uh, character design. Our protagonist in this show is Brett Matthews. Brett undergoes one of the most um, don't want to say ridiculous, but ridiculous transformations in the history of cartoons, which makes the show pretty great. He merges with his car after driving off the road and landing in the science experiment, which is the way that all superheroes gain their powers, especially in the 1980s. The unique twist here, the complexity is that anytime Brett was fighting crime, when he got hot, he turned into the car. When he was cold, he turned back into Brett. And as you could imagine, it definitely led to some you know, stressful situations for Brett. Humor played a big part in Turbo Teen. As you could imagine, Brett ended up in a lot of comical situations, and the writers took full advantage of that. Like when Brett was at the school dance and was challenged to a breakdancing contest, ended up overheating on the dance floor and turning into a dancing car. Or when Brett was driving down the street with his best friend Alex, and Alex tries talking to the girl next to him, who kind of dismisses Alex, but pays no attention to the fact that there's no one driving the car, being that Alex is riding in Brett. And then, really, to be honest, I'm not sure if that last one was meant to be comical or if the writers just really forgot that there was no one driving the car. Now, while Turbo Teen didn't reach levels of other 80s cartoons, it did, however, contribute to the 80s nostalgia and the fascination again with cars transforming into things. So, again, never reached the level of Transformers or even GoBots, but it still made its own little path there for those of us who remember Turbo Teen and kind of like how campy it was. The show, however, like many 80s cartoons, did sport a very impressive voice cast. Michael Mish starring as Brett, TK Carter as his best friend Alex, and you guys may know TK Carter from John Carpenter's The Thing or Punky Brewster. We also had Pamela Hayden as Patty, and the great Frank Welker as Dark Rider. And if you're wondering what makes Frank Welker so great, the man did over 800 productions where he voiced a character. So I say it's pretty great in my book. Now, when it comes to fan theories about Turbo Teen, it gets pretty deep. Some folks say it was representative of the boy becoming a man. I say it was just a pretty cool idea to have a person turn into a car. Although Turbo Teen only ran for a single season, it did leave an indelible mark in 80s nostalgia. From action figures to collectible items, the show's legacy carries on in the heart of its fans. And there you have it, a deep dive into the world of Turbo Teen. Thanks for joining us. Please feel free to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And until next time, we'll see you.